Okay, welcome. So today I wanted to just do a little bit of an update about the film and just talk about going off to London next Monday to interview Nick Duffell. So just wanted to do an update to the film. So essentially I've been working with the producer and the director over the last month or so. And I've been also reading through Nick's book, Wounded Leaders, and this is genius. If you've not read it, it is so good. I think I was put off by the cover, to be honest. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it just links in so many ideas that, say, neuroscience. It talks about Stephen Porges' work, the polyvagal theory. There's so much in there, and it kind of links into, for me, what's going on in the world at the moment, the challenges we have with the cost of living crisis, as I shared in the video 2 weeks ago. That could it be, and again it's just a question, could it be that what we're going through, the challenges of we're struggling with the price of fuel, of the price of electricity, could that have something to do with our leadership? And reading his book, it's like, for me, there's a direct correlation. He talks about how, I was just reading that this morning, something to do with, so basically a solution. This is from the end of the book. If he hails from the traditional elite, talking about leaders, he must have stepped out of the entitlement illusion and be free of the confines of the entitled brain, so that he is not driven towards personal survival at all costs. And that's what we see in our leadership. Well, how can I survive? How can I get money? Rather than thinking of the collective. This thing that one of the things we struggle the most at boarding school is relationships. The amount over the years of partners or boarders themselves, they say their main struggle is relationships. And he says that depth psychology teaches us that to be proficient in relationships, imperative for a good leader, above all, a person must be in relationship with himself and must have done sufficient work on his inner demons. And I would, in the work I do, it's like, you have to work on your inner demons. It's like, what are those things? What was it like at school? What's the grief there? Clearing it out. So I'm excited to be speaking to Nick, and nervous. I do find that one of my boarding school things is that I'm still kind of working on is that my brain goes into freeze, and I can't think properly. So if I'm stressed, it's like, and at boarding school I learned just to not speak. So I have a little bit of and that's why in my podcast I let people speak, because I just love hearing people speak, and also sometimes I go into freeze. That's exciting. I'm going to go down for the day. I'm going to meet the producer, the director. The plan is to basically look at 4 areas. Well, that's 4 areas. So the first one, what's the impact on the child of going off to boarding school? What's the impact on the adult? Then, how would it impact then our leaders who have been to these schools? And then what are the solutions? And really seeing that, I think I spoke in my podcast, I think 43, with Kevin Albin, this idea that, can our leaders become the heroes of the present time? Can they do what Nick does, look at their inner demons, heal this, and then go, right, let's change the environment, let's change, the systems. And I think that's really, really exciting about that. Obviously, the trailer, once we've put that together, we're going to do a trailer, which will be 3 to 5 minutes, just to get people, see if people are interested in the film. Talking a bit about my own journey, talking maybe with other people as well, just to give a sense of, right, this is a question we need to be asking, not just as ex-boarders, but also just everyday persons. Like, could having leaders who have been through this experience be impacting Britain? You know, and again, Nick says this here. It's like, what does he say? The author argues that the obsession with sending children of the well-heeled away to school has a major impact on British society, institutions and attitudes. So really seeing that. So that's the plan. I will probably do a little film when I get to London if I have time. I realise that it's the Queen's funeral on that day, so it could be busy. We've had this organised for a couple of months now, this date, so we're going to go ahead with it. If you've not yet signed up to show your interest in the film, then please do. I'll put a link below. But yeah, it's exciting to be doing this, and just to be asking the question, could it have an impact? You know, reading Nick's work, yes, it has a direct impact. And then, you know, what then can we do about this, and feel really empowered that, right, we can do something here. So feels really important. So that's me. Yeah, any questions, just let me know. Okay, take care.